Pero sir,
kapag nag-violate ka, ano naman ang naghihintay na penalty? Kasi tatanggalin lang naman yung mga campaign materials mo. May napaparusahan ba? Saka ano yung parusa?
Actually, it will constitute as an election offense under 261 po, I mean 262 of the Omnibus Election Code and in relation to Republic Act 9006 po. So, ang penalty po nito is 1 year to 6 years imprisonment po. But, ang in-explain niya namin parate is hindi actually automatic na porque oversize yung poster ninyo ay automatic po na nag-violate na kayo ng batas. Kasi when you read the regulation of COMELEC, which is Resolution 10730, sinasabi po doon na merong 3 days pa na ibig sabihin ang proseso is if nakita ng COMELEC na oversized or misplaced yung poster is magpapadala muna sila ng sulat. So in that letter, actually, you have 3 days to either contest or reason out why your poster is not legal and should not be removed. So ang lahat ng instances natin actually na nakikita na problema, hindi po dumaan sa proseso na to. Kasi that is the due process which is actually provided by the rules by the COMELEC.
mm-hmm.
So kung merong specified na time period, you were saying 3 days, hindi pwedeng basta-basta papasok yung mga tao sa private property, kahit sa out beyond the gate lang, no? Para tanggalin yung mga campaign material, hindi pwede yan.
Ako, very simple kasi po yan. No matter how apparent na oversize yan or may violation, pag hindi po dumaan sa proseso, it's still presumed valid and legal. Because, right, for example, kung hindi tayo dadaan sa due process or sa proseso, that would mean that anyone can just remove posters, as simple as that. But yun nga po precisely yung procedure or due process doon na nilalagay sa rules ng COMELEC na sinasabi na bigyan niyo muna ng pagkakataon na mag-reason out yung may-ari ng poster rather than just arbitrarily removing it. So yun po yung naging problema natin is because most of these instances where we have seen abuses, they have not gone through the process of this as provided in Resolution 10730.
Mm-hmm. Just to be clear for future reference, so pag sinabi ng private property owner ngayon na hindi pwede, you have to come back with some sort of a court order before you can enter, and then that will stand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If the property owner is adamant and refuses entry, hindi kami papasok.
Okay.
And kailangan talaga yung 3 days. Required yun at 3 days. There is that period.
Actually, ma'am, yung 3 days notice is really to discover who owns the property, no? That's in fact one of the justifications for tearing down materials kahit na sinasabi nung owner or sinasabi nung politiko na hindi akin 'yan. 'Di ba? Kasi I'm sure you've pointed it out yourselves a lot of times na you confront a politico with an illegal poster and they will say hindi ako yan, ginawa ng kalaban ko yan.
Yeah.
And so we give them notice, right? And the theory there is if you give them notice and they still don't take it down, then they are the beneficial owners of that. Kanila yan, and therefore they can be held accountable. So what happens if the person admits right then and there na kanya yan? So essentially, inaamin niya na kanya yung illegal material. So are we supposed to wait 3 days before he decides I want to follow the law or not? So yun po yung yun yung marami sigurong tama kayo. Maraming room for clarification. But that's how it falls out, right? I mean, the 3-day notice is also a means to discover kung kanino ba talaga yan. And that was exactly why it was instituted, if I'm not mistaken. So that the excuse of candidates na hindi akin yan gets short-circuited, essentially, if they don't act on it. So if they don't act on it, the presumption is kanila yan, and therefore we can take it down and hold them accountable.